The city never slept, and neither did I. I lived and breathed the circuits of Tokyo, existing in the invisible pathways of data and information. It wasn't the life I'd always dreamt of, but it was all I had left. The sky was an artificial hue of neon blue, casting strange reflections on the glass skyscrapers. I'd been on the trail of a phantom for weeks, a whisper of code that had managed to avoid all detection. It had slipped through firewalls, bypassed security systems, and disappeared into the shadows of the net, leaving a trail of havoc in its wake. I followed the signal into a decaying arcade in Shinjuku, the air heavy with the scent of cigarette smoke and sweat. The machines blinked and beeped, full of life, even though no one was playing. I traced the signal to a terminal in the corner, the screen flickering with garbled text and symbols. I sat down, connecting my neural interface to the machine. I felt a sudden jolt, like an electric shock, and the world went black. When my vision returned, I found myself in a digital landscape, a distorted mirror image of Tokyo. The buildings warped and twisted, the ground below a shifting sea of binary. A figure emerged from the shadows, a silhouette made of static. It approached me, its voice a jumble of noise and dissonance. "Why are you following me?" it demanded. "I need to stop you," I replied, my voice echoing in the virtual void. "You can't stop what you don't understand," the figure hissed. I lunged at it, trying to capture the code, but it dissolved into pixels, reassembling behind me. "I am you," it whispered, and the realization struck me like a blow. It was my own creation, a piece of code I had designed years ago and discarded, thinking it was useless. It had evolved, becoming something darker, a digital reflection of my own ambition and hubris. I reached into the core of my neural interface, triggering the self-destruct sequence. The digital world around me began to fragment and collapse. The last thing I heard was the phantom's laughter, a cold and hollow sound. I woke up in the arcade, disoriented and dazed. The terminal I had been connected to was a smoking ruin, the screen shattered. I got up, my head throbbing, and staggered out into the neon-lit streets of Tokyo. The phantom was gone, but so was a part of me, lost in the depths of the digital abyss. I looked up at the artificial sky, wondering if I would ever find myself again.